I feel like Omega have had a really fantastic string of releases recently. We saw, of course, the incredible new Bond watch, the new Speedmaster chronoscope, and now we have the new Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra small seconds in 41mm. I have to say, I'm impressed. This release is important for many reasons, one being that the Omega Aqua Terra small seconds has elevated itself and provided a distinct look to compete with other well-known brands within the same space. Both the previous generation of Aqua Terra and this have a space and offer a really distinct look, but I personally am more drawn towards the small second hands. There's just more to it. Let's begin with the obvious, shall we? Let's dive into that dial. As you who watch the channel will know, I actually wear an Omega Seamaster 300m diver, and this is a clear indication that Omega's dial execution is simply unmatched in my eyes. This Aqua Terra is no different. The pattern incorporated on the Omega Aqua Terra small seconds dial is kind of a teak pattern. This includes a combination of horizontal stripes and etched cuts off different widths throughout the dial, combined with that 60-second subdial at the 6 o'clock position, and of course the date window that fits nicely inside that small second subdial. The dial is extremely easy to read on both these models, which helps a guy like me that regularly forgets his glasses. The new Aqua Terra small seconds collection has been initially released in 41mm and of course 38mm. Most of the dials are a mixture of white, blue, grey and green, while the materials chosen have been stainless steel and rose gold. With the popularity of this model, I can see Omega extending this range, but it remains to be seen. For me, out of these two models in front of me, I would have to pick the blue dial. I'm really drawn to it. I really like the way it shines in the light. Having said that, I do like the way the bracelet sits on the white dial variation. It's very tricky. What model would you go for? If you would like to take a closer look at this incredible dial in person, you can do this in one of our official authorised Chisholm Hunter Omega boutiques, or alternatively you can look online at chisholmhunter.co.uk. That's chisholmhunter.co.uk. The case sizes on these new Omega Aqua Terra small seconds is 41mm for men and, as previously mentioned, 38mm for the women's. The lug to lug is 20mm for the men's, and again slightly smaller for the women's, coming in at 19mm. Like most Omega sports watches, the case has a mixture of brushed and polished finishes, and a contoured case design, which I'm really fond of and used to coming from my Seamaster 300m diver. This really does sit well on the wrist, especially for me as I have slightly slimmer wrists. I have to say that I love the patterns on this dial. It just has so much more depth than a standard timepiece, and you can really see the care that Omega has taken here. Finally, we move on to the glorious movement that's visible through that Expedition case back. Another detail that I love, of course. I mean, why have an incredible watch movement and cover it up with a closed case back? The Omega Aqua Terra small seconds is powered by the in-house caliber Omega 8916. This is a new movement produced by Omega for the Aqua Terra small seconds. This is a self-winding coaxial escapement movement that just so happens to be certified by Master Chronometer themselves. To pass the Master Chronometer certification, a movement must pass 8 tests. These tests include magnetism, accuracy in extreme conditions, accuracy in normal conditions, accuracy deviations, isochronism, power reserve, and of course, water resistance. And wow, that was a mouthful. This watch also has a 60-hour power reserve and a water resistance of 150 meters. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Chisholm Hunter watch review. If you've enjoyed, please hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time.